Would you like a mindset hack that will help you to create more wealth and abundance? Today is day 27 of the 30-day money mindset challenge. It's going to be short and sweet because this is very, very simple and you can apply it right now. So if you've been following along, that you know that you have to get really clear on your vision for being the wealthy person, on becoming the wealthy version of you. And a part of this is that when you focus on what you want, don't tell the universe how it's going to come. Don't focus on your limited perceptions about how that could arrive. Be curious. Open yourself up to all possible ways that that money could come to you. So say, for instance, somebody comes to you and says, you know what, I'd like to give you some money. And there's a part of you that goes, oh, no, I can't receive money from this person. There's all this resistance within you. However it comes, however abundance shows up, and abundance shows up in many, many ways. It may not just be money, as in a wad full of cash. There's loads of ways that abundance could show up for you. So start to get really curious and thinking about, I wonder how the universe could bring me this abundance of money. And I wonder how many ways this money could show up for me. And you allow the universe to bring that money to you in a variety of different ways. So literally you are opening up all the doors. You're not saying, well, I have to do it this way, and this is what I need to do to be able to receive money, and this is the only channel it can come through. Because often, because we have values, right? And there are ways that I know, because you have really high morals and values, there are ways that you won't be open to receiving money. And that's okay if it does not align with your values. If it is actually in opposition to your values, then I get it. There are many things that I will not do for money, believe me. But by stopping ways that money can come to me, as long as they are in alignment with my values, then I am telling the universe, yeah, no, I can't receive it that way. No, it has to be this way. And we give the universe this set of criteria that limits the ways money can come to us. But if you go, you know what, there's just ways that I don't even realize or recognize that money can come to me, and I am open to all the ways with ease and grace. I like to put that in there because I like to say to the universe, not limiting the universe, but just saying, hey, universe, I'd really like this money to come with ease and grace and love and kindness. And that actually sets you up to be open to so many different opportunities. And then what do you do when those opportunities arrive? You grab them and you run with them. Obviously, you run them through your filters, as in you do your analysis on every opportunity. You understand the risk to benefit of everything that comes your way, and you do your due diligence. So a lot of people actually make the mistake of seeing an opportunity come. They don't analyze it. They don't look at the background, the potential downfalls. They just jump on it without actually doing their due diligence, and then it ends up in disaster. This happens a lot. So you need to really do your background checks, do your due diligence, and know the landscape before you dive all in, boots and all. But as Richard Branson would say, if an opportunity arises and you don't know how it's going to work out, you don't know how to actually move yourself forward with this opportunity, but it is a great opportunity, say yes and figure it out. Okay? Too many people look at it, it's outside of their comfort zone, they feel a sense of incompetence because they know that there's a huge learning curve involved, and they say no because they feel inadequate, because they feel incompetent, because they don't feel they're up to the task in front of them. Let me tell you that you are capable of so much more than you could possibly imagine. So stay curious. Set your goals financially. Say, if you want to be, I'm going to be really, 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 really rich. And then start to imagine what that's going to look like and stay open to all the ways that you could create the wealth, the abundance, the freedom that actually looks like being rich to you, because everybody's different, right? So whatever rich looks like to you, you focus on that. And then you go all in on what comes your way, the opportunities that come your way, and you stay curious. And the other thing is, that when you're actually focused on taking action toward your goals and dreams, and you're more focused on making progress than you are about all the things that could go wrong and all the reasons that it's not going to work out and all the reasons that you don't deserve to have abundance, you actually release the resistance because your focus is somewhere else. You release a lot of the resistance, and then money could come to you in all kinds of ways in different ways. There's a great story that Alex Hormozi tells that is exactly this. So Alex, when he first started out, you know how he started, right? So he started out actually giving free personal training sessions because he's a super fit dude and he loves health and fitness and personal training. So he just started giving friends within his circle free personal training sessions. Now, after several weeks, they were getting amazing results. He said, you know what, I'm not going to do this for free for forever. Would you mind paying me? And a certain percentage of people who loved working with him, who loved the results they were getting, said, yeah, sure, I'll pay you. That's where he started. And then he opened a gym and he managed to fill his gym. And then other gyms were asking him, hey, how did you manage to fill your gym? And he was going, oh, maybe I've got something here. So he ran with that opportunity and he started to work with other gym owners and actually ran campaigns to fill their gyms. Now, at one point, because he was spending all the money up front to get to run these launch campaigns for these gyms and spending all the money on the marketing and advertising, and then he would receive the money in the back end when he filled the gym owner's gym with all the clients. Now, one particular person who obviously didn't have a conscience, he got his gym filled through this campaign and launch, and which meant that the money was being deposited into Alex Hormozi's account, and then the gym owner went to his new clients and said, you know what, because Alex Hormozi was getting 50% on the back end, right, which covered all his costs and made him a relatively good amount of money. But he took all the risk. So the gym owner went to his new clients and he said, you know what, if you cancel that other subscription, you can resubscribe with me, but I'll only charge you half of what you've already been charged, because that's all he was getting anyway. So all of a sudden, in Alex Hormozi's account, he was seeing all these cancellations, wondering what the hell was going on, and found out that the guy who he had filled his gym did the dirty on him. Now, he is tens of thousands of dollars in debt as a consequence, and he's got to find, I think it was like $120,000 within 30 days to meet his debts. So he's up all night trying to think of different ways to be able to meet this obligation that he has. And he decided that he was going to go down a different path, right? So he rang all the people who had already committed to working with him to get their gyms filled and said, look, I'm really sorry, I'm not going to be able to do this launch for you. And the first guy went, wait, what? No, I'm relying on you. No, I need you to help me to fill my gym. And Alex Hormozi just said, look, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it, because he realised that there was a hole in his methodology. So I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. And the guy said, okay, I don't need you to do it for me. I just need you to show me how to do it. And Alex had a little sort of, a light bulb went off in his head. He went, oh, okay. The guy said, how much? How much to show me how to do it and I will do it? Alex Hormozi went, I think it was $6,000. The guy went, done. Alex went, okay, great, I'll send over the contract. Hung up, rang the next guy. Similar scenario. The guy said, how much? And he said, $8,000. Done. By the time he finished ringing all these people he was supposed to do their launches for, he was actually charging $12,000 to teach them what he already knew, and he had fully met his obligations to pay his debts back within less than 30 days. Happy days. He had now found the new way that he was actually going to make more money than he was making before, and he didn't have to take all the risk. He didn't have to invest all of his money up front, go into debt, all the things. It was a win-win situation. But he was fully engaged in solving the problem that he had in front of him, and he thought that he had found the solution, which was actually through his wife, to be honest. But a whole other solution presented itself because he was just focused relentlessly on finding ways to make more money that didn't put him in a precarious position. So that's the story of the beginnings of Alex Hormozi. And then, of course, he's gone from strength to strength to strength. I think recently he just did his latest launch, which earned him over $100 million in a weekend, which the guy's got creds. So I listened to Alex Hormozi. He knows his stuff and he knows what he's talking about. So I do hope that today has been helpful for you. If you have enjoyed it, then like and subscribe, comment below. Let me know how this landed for you. If you would like help and support to create more money in your life, if you're a conscious entrepreneur who wants to get ahead financially and you would like to potentially work with me, then why not register for my free Wealth by Design workshop? All you need to do is click the link in the description below. It's totally free. I hope to see you on that workshop. And if you've missed any of the videos in this series, then you can catch up in this playlist right here. And I look forward to seeing you in day 28 tomorrow.